Hello! Are you interested in learning how to animate artwork? Here's some tips I've learned as an animation artist. Hi, my name is Kat. I'm a motion graphics animator, and one of my favorite types of animation is animated art pieces. Animated art consists of taking an illustration and bringing it to life. It's usually a loop. It can be any style, though some popular ones include traditional 2D, such as what you see on Lofi hip-hop beats, or bringing a single drawing to life via After Effects, or some other program, but After Effects is my personal favorite one to use. You can make your own art for this, or you can ask an artist permission to animate their artwork, and so on. Just make sure that you always have permission before you're using someone's piece. That's obviously important. Animated art can be used in many different ways. You can create a loop for some awesome backgrounds for, say, streaming or music or podcast. They can work as awesome character studies, such as a way to introduce like a new D&D character. I did one for a friend for their D&D character, or you can do someone's OC or promote games such as Magic. Some of my favorite animated art pieces are from that game. I've never played it, but I love watching like artists and animators bring characters to life. Also, side note, I'm so sorry. I'm getting over a cold, so my voice sounds a little weird right now. It's not usually this. I don't know why I did that to describe it, but it's not usually this weird. I'm sorry. But this is like the only time I had to record this. Anyway, back to animation art. So After Effects is the main program that I like to use, and it's generally like the industry standard when it comes to this type of animation. But if you're more interested in creating a traditional look, some programs that are really popular include Toon Boom Harmony, Clip Studio Paint, TV Paint, and there's so many options for it. I used Toon Boom for a while when I was doing 2D, and I really liked that. It's not free, but I really enjoyed it. I'm not a big Photoshop person, but I tried that for a little bit if you're into 2D. Clip Studio Paint is a really good Photoshop alternative. It's also not free, but it's very affordable, and I really like it personally. So if you have the program that you want to use, but you're looking for some inspiration, there's a lot of ways that you can find it. Find podcasts that include looped backgrounds that you could reference. Check out artists on Twitter that make stuff like animated Magic cards or League of Legends. One animator that I really like in particular is Anthony Possabon. His animations are so cool. You can find him on YouTube. He also makes free scripts for After Effects that I use in a lot of my animations, particularly the hair rig is amazing. Definitely check him out. Looking at illustrations is one of the best ways to find inspiration. When you look at, like, say, your own art or a friend's art, think about what can I do to make this move? Like, how would this be moving if this was real right now? Would their hair be blowing in the wind? Would they be blinking? Could the character change their facial expression or move a part of their body? Is there any SFX that you could add to the scene for, say, sci-fi or fantasy elements? Could weather such as snow or rain be added? If this were a real video, how would it move with the environment in real life? Real life is a really great inspiration as well. If you want to animate, say, a calming scene, go visit a cafe or a library and see how other people act in these surroundings. Even if you're just in a car, see the parallax of the environment around you, like how the trees closer to you are moving fast, and how the trees in the back are moving slow. I really like those types of animations where you're just watching environments move. There was one shot in the show Fargo that inspired me, for instance. I never completed the animation, but it's something I want to revisit. Basically, there was a corpse in the middle of a forest, and it was winter, and all the trees were, dead. The leaves were gone, and it was a shot from above, and the shadows of the trees were moving with time, and it was just good soup. So you've got your program, you've got your inspiration, your artwork. Now, if you're doing something like After Effects and you're not working with traditional art, the main thing you have to keep in mind is that everything that moves needs to be its own PNG, its own section. So say you're looking at bangs, every piece of hair that you want to move in those bangs, it needs to be its own layer. So, you know, bangs don't just move left and right as their own. You're gonna have to cut out different sections, and hair too. You can keep it pretty minimal. When I don't want to spend a lot of time, or if I don't have a lot of time on a piece but I want the hair to move, then I usually like tie it back, or I only do a couple sections. But if you want to go like super ham and make it really beautiful and realistic, then you're gonna need a lot of layers, and that will take a lot of time. The second thing you need to keep in mind is when you do start separating these layers, when they move, you're gonna see what's behind that layer. So if you take a piece of hair like bangs and you put it on another layer, as soon as you move those bangs, we're gonna see the forehead. So you're gonna wanna make sure that the forehead is the same amount of detail as the rest of your drawing. If you're drawing it from scratch, or if you're editing someone else's drawing, then you're gonna need to add more to it than a regular illustration. So for example, say I have a drawing of someone and they have their hand on their face in front of their mouth. When you're drawing that, you're not going to draw the mouth underneath the hand because no one's going to see that as a drawing, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you're animating artwork and you want the hand to move away to reveal the mouth, then you're going to have to draw the mouth. You're going to have to put way more detail into your drawing than you would if it was just a flat image. I've been animating artwork for a while now, but I'm still working on finding the best flow for me, like whether I want to draw each layer individually or if I want to draw a flat image and then cut it up. I think drawing a flat image and then cutting up is easier, but drawing in certain sections can help make the process a little quicker. I guess whatever you're more comfortable with, try different ways and see what works for you. Find your best flow. So those are my big tips for getting into animation art. If you have any questions about making animated art, let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. And speaking of animated art, I'm working on a new project and I'm gonna need your help deciding what it'll be. So last year for Halloween, I made an animated monster that won the popular vote on my Instagram stories. This year, I'm creating a new monster with a new story, and I need your help picking what that monster should be. So if you go to my Instagram, Arts and Cats, and check out my story from October 1 to October 10th, you can vote on your favorite monster. Each day, 2 new monsters will go head-to-head until one supreme monster is victorious. Yeah, it's the football bracket for monsters. Anyway, thank you for watching, and stay healthy, stay safe, and have fun creating your artwork.